Welcome back to the Scott Ballard Show on the Warrior Sports Network. One final segment this week. Coach, back at home where you've enjoyed a ton of success this season, a perfect record, yet to lose, and you welcome in on Friday Bemidji State and then Minnesota Crookston on Saturday. So what do you have to do to keep that perfect record intact at home?
Get ahead, stay ahead, and you'll usually be in good shape. But because of the struggles people are having on the road, it makes it even that much more crucial to take care of business at home. And Crookston's got some really good road wins. Mm-hmm. They won at Wayne. They won at St. Cloud. At home a couple weekends ago, they beat Mankato and Concordia. They're a really good basketball team, and I felt like, other than ourselves in the preseason coaches poll, that Crookston was probably underrated as well. They could be the second best team in the North Division when it all shakes out. But a very balanced and a very difficult team to defend because they can shoot the three, they can dribble drive you. Their post people are not big, but they're very mobile. Of course, we play them on Saturday, which is our alumni day, and our alumni games at 1:30. On Friday, we play Bemidji. A young team. They start 4 sophomores, but they've had some good games. They're dangerous. They beat Mary. They beat Crookston at Crookston. So they're very capable. I mean, there's no reason to take anybody lightly in our league. And if you look at records, you're just going to, deceive yourself and set yourself up for, an upset. But we just have to get back to being really good at what we want to do and being consistent, and then try to make the other team uncomfortable in some way when they have the ball in offense.
I know you like to take it one game or one weekend at a time, but especially knowing after this homestand, you're on the road for 2 straight weeks where you got to play some really tough competition. Does that make this weekend even that much more important?
It doesn't do any good to look too far ahead. Mm-hmm. Every game is tough. Every road trip is tough. Every team presents different challenges. Every team has a different way of trying to make you uncomfortable, take away some of your strengths or key people, throw different, defenses and different looks at you. Teams are constantly adding new things. There's no secrets with all of the game film, so it comes down to just, who makes the most plays and who plays the best 40 minutes at both ends of the floor. Sounds simple, but teams usually find a way to make it challenging.
So throughout the first part of the season, you've said you're happy with where you are, but you're excited about what you could become. Yeah. So now that the season's progressing, where do you think you've seen the most improvement from your team, and where do you think you can still improve even more?
Well, I don't feel like we've been as consistent since we came back from Christmas offensively as what we're capable of. I feel like our defense has continued to evolve and get better. We've proved that we can defend teams that have different matchups. Mary would be an example. There were times where they played 5 guards, and that makes it challenging. Either some of your post people are going to be placed in an uncomfortable position where they have to defend out on the perimeter against somebody that can dribble drive or score from out there. Some teams play zone, some teams press, but defensively, that's been probably our biggest phase of the game that's been steady and consistent. Mm-hmm. And we need that to continue, and then we've got to get more consistent on the boards. Up until last weekend, we've been the best team in the league as far as taking care of the ball. I'm confident that we'll get back to doing that. So offensively, I'd like to see our execution get better. What I've noticed since we came back from Christmas is teams are doing a really good job of trying to take away our transition opportunities. Mm-hmm. Well, that means that you're going to have to score more points in a half-court game, which comes down to execution, shot selection, and finishing plays. And it always gets to be more of a grind the last month of the season because everybody is really familiar with what each other is trying to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, 2 big home games this weekend, a 6 p.m. tip-off against Bemidji State on Friday, and then a 4 p.m. Opening tip-off against Minnesota Crookston on Saturday. Should be 2 fun games. Good luck to you and the Warriors.
Thank you.
And then we'll be back here next week, right here on the Scott Ballard Show on the Warrior Sports Network.